Your love makes me want so much more. Music for your soul. It gets better every time you're around. It gets better every time you're around. It gets better every time you're around. Every time. It gets better. Your love makes me want so much more. Music for your soul. It gets better every time you're around. It gets better every time you're around. It gets better every time you're around. Every time. It gets better. Your love makes me want so much more. Music for your soul. It gets better every time you're around. It gets better every time you're around. It gets better every time you're around. Every time. It gets better. Your love makes me want so much more. Music for your soul. It gets better every time you're around. It gets better every time you're around. It gets better every time you're around. Every time. It gets better. Your love makes me want so much more. Music for your soul. It gets better every time you're around. It gets better every time you're around. It gets better every time you're around. Every time. It gets better. Your love makes me want so much more. Music for your soul. It gets better every time you're around. It gets better every time you're around. It gets better every time you're around. Every time. It gets better. Your love makes me want so much more. Music for your soul. It gets better every time you're around. It gets better every time you're around. It gets Your love makes me want so much more. Music for your soul. It gets better every time you're around. It gets better every time you're around. It gets better every time you're around. Every time. It gets better. It gets better. Your love makes me want so much more. Music for your soul. It gets better every time you're around. It gets better every time you're around. It gets better every time you're around. Every time. It gets better. It gets better. Your love makes me want so much more. Music for your soul. It gets better every time you're around. It gets better every time you're around.
Let's get ready to capsule. We're back
We're back,
and we're working.
and we're working. Goss Antonian,
Shop on Infinite, and we have KD here with us today.
KD Music
KD Music.
for the ladies.
bombs on them.
He's smooth, ladies. He's smooth, ladies.
Yeah, he's
Beware.
real smooth.
Nah,
Yo.
man.
Don't get your panties caught up in the bunch. You know what I'm saying?
If that's what you want to do, then that's what you want to do, then you could. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna knock it.
Hey.
He's here for the unbunching.
So yeah, we gonna be unpacking a lot of stuff today, including some of his music. But this week, man, before we even get into that, how like we usually start, how's your week? How's your weekend, your week,
Constant elevation.
You say that all the time.
But
what's
that's-
new, man?
that's
you gotta
what's
say,
new.
you gotta get in
That's
something
what's
new.
new.
I know it's constant elevation, but what did you elevate this time?
Things change but remain the same.
Sound like a rap verse.
Praise him for that.
I don't know who that was. I can't remember.
No, I'm definitely excited about this show. I got my brother is always here, but I also have my other brother KD here. Jersey City in the building.
stand up,
I see how it is.
Yeah.
He went and got recruited.
Don't jump me.
You
I'm
know,
by
I got
myself.
back up.
You know?
Back up for the backup.
What you said, KD?
No, I was just joking, man.
And how you feeling, K?
I feel like I smoke a little weed. I'm high, but I feel anointed. You heard?
Well, we all anointed.
We
you
good
know,
up in here.
You know, in Jesus' name.
Amen. And
Amen. And
Woo! That's what I said. All right.
so on this week, the rundown on the rundowns, it's a lot of people making noise, but we're just gonna focus on what's to be focused on.
All right.
So Jay-Z and Meek Mill, they teaming up to ban rap records or rap verses or lyrics from being used in court. What do y'all think about that?
freedom of
So
speech, man.
they can't. It's like they can't use your raps against you. So if you confessed and poured out your heart in your music, and you sold.
Yeah, because
How
sometimes that's
many
just
millions?
lyrics. It's not, you know what I mean? It's not factual.
But then
Or you can't
have-
prove that it is. You know what I mean?
But
That goes both ways, though. So say you put something in there positive, and actually they needed to use that in court to free you. So, it's a double-edged sword. So I think that it shouldn't be put. Music shouldn't be put under a microscope in a combined effort to try to slay someone. But there's a lot of guys that from like Pac would say, a rose that grew out of the concrete. That their lyrics will actually help exonerate them. So
I mean,
even with that music, what's going on with the Spotify thing with Neil Young? They're saying that they want to. He said Xnay Ismay. Take that off of there.
that's something to behold.
What's the other guy named Rogan?
Joe Rogan.
Yeah, he's a
he-
beast, huh?
Oh my God. I didn't know he could control Spotify like that. Keon. Shout out to Joe Rogan. Shout out to Keon too. Keon's in the
Keon's in the
building,
building.
looking
good, Keon?
sharp and dapper.
By the way, Ome Alibo says, "What's good?"
What's good, Ome Alibo from
What's
London?
good, Ome Alibo
Peace,
from London?
peace.
How you
Checking
doing?
in, UK fams. So yeah, y'all could drop your comments. Y'all could drop your comments and questions, and we'll plug in on the questions and the comments, and we'll have our studio producer, Frozone, Spencer Fro.
What's up, Nick?
What's
good, Nick?
Nick's in the building too. So we'll
We
have
got our
them.
own Cannon, Nick Cannon. That's with an S. I don't want to be sued later.
So we got the team. They'll relay the questions to us, and we'll break it down.
Boy,
So
dropping them bombs.
yeah. So getting back to the conversation. I mean, we'll skip past the J and Meek, but that's on the highlight. Something to be watched.
Well, speaking about court, though.
Oh yeah. But you was talking about Spotify. What was you
Right.
saying about Spotify?
Well, I'm just saying that artists should have, and they've always had some rights, and they're starting to utilize them more about where they want their albums and their music played, right?
Okay.
Wait, years back, decades back, it was about how hard it was to get it played, and how to get it before streaming, So it shows the growth of the business. It shows the growth of the artist. And like I said, they have
Do you
rights.
feel like it gives them more control over their music, they get control over the music, but how about the residual income?
People that have large catalogs like that,
I mean, we got an artist in the building.
right?
Why don't we ask him?
But the people that have the large catalogs like that, they're not gonna be hurt by it because even if it's pennies on the dollar, they got so many hits out.
But I also heard, I was watching an interview or a conversation this morning, and it was a gentleman. I forgot who it was. I got to go back and look at my YouTube again just to be accurate, but don't quote me. But they said even Beyonce gets censored on a lot of these social media platforms where they kind of regulate her reach.
I believe it. All right.
So that way they regulate how much she's able to make off their platform.
All right. So there's a salary cap.
Wow.
All right.
Ome mentioned Spotify is on Joe Rogan to clean up his COVID stories, his
Yeah, I mean, but
So
he's
that's
standing,
like-
but you see the point of matter, because I watched Joe Rogan's stance, and his point, he's standing on his stance. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not a reporter. I mean, I'm just a happy-go-lucky guy who just has a show, who brings, people who are professionals on the show, just like we do.
That is his stance, but it's seemingly lately everything that man touches goes viral. So he knows how to get the attention of the community.
So do you think he's working the community or working the
He's
stock
working
value?
he's
The
working
stock
the
value.
system.
He's working the stock value of Spotify.
Not just Spotify. Like I think it's a bigger plan. We'll just have to sit back and watch him, and then we'll be able to report more.
Wow. So we have to wait till the smoke clears.
Right.
Basically. All right. So moving on. Cardi.
So, we wanted to ask
yeah.
KD how he felt about the
Sorry about the
censorship
moving on.
or non-censorship, because that's what it is.
Yeah.
Of music, the ability to use music against someone or or to the advent that they use it in a positive role in court? How do you feel about those type of issues?
I mean, I think those type of issues are taking the fun away from music. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Because to be honest, music don't got nothing to do with that. It's just it's a form of expression. It's a healing process for a lot of people. It's advice for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of those, even though I listened to what y'all was saying, and I feel like, I was a little lost first. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? Let's go. But y'all so smart, you know what I mean? I'm glad I'm here because I'm learning.
Right.
But just to get to the basics of the situation, it's just like,
No, we ain't smart, brother.
no, y'all,
we all
y'all,
smart.
Y'all,
we
smart.
all learning.
Y'all
bro.
are smart. Don't
We all
get it
learning,
twisted.
man.
Y'all kings.
Ah,
Y'all
man,
kings.
anybody
We all
smart.
kings in here.
All right, but what you
But
saying?
it's just when you grew up loving music so much, like we used to just sit in the living room and just listen to the radio all day. Like me and my brothers and sisters all day, just bopping, dancing, coming up with dances, coming up with songs. So you have a love for music so much, all that stuff don't matter. There's no political stuff in
Yeah.
music.
On the contrary, it has always been, and I think that's some things that we need to work on the niches and
Yeah.
look at Motown. Motown was a happy time, but every artist there had issues,
Yeah, for real.
right? So those same issues are still present today with today's music, and we have to work smarter, not harder.
I got you.
All right. No, I agree with you. Music should definitely be fun, though.
So yeah, moving right along. So we're not even gonna go deep into it, but Cardi B won her lawsuit against Tasha K.
Big up, Cardi.
Hey, what's up, Cardi?
So all y'all bloggers out there doing podcasts and blogcasts, y'all gotta be careful. When you report stuff about people, no defamation of character. Make sure you have your facts straight. Because we
Well
don't do
said.
that over here.
Well
Like
said.
we don't do the gossip stuff and like.
And if you make a mistake or if you overstep your boundaries, apologize before I go to court, man.
Yeah.
Those egos get in the way.
Yeah. So So yesterday's boot
It's not.
is not
Not today's
today's
boot.
boot. Fat Joe.
Fat Joe.
That's my man
a lovely,
too. Like,
BX is in the building.
yo, shout out to Fat Joe, man.
Man,
But-
do it, though.
Lovely ensemble, but
Fat Joe, I'm sorry, Joey. You ain't not gonna be catching me in those boots.
that's Don Cartagena wear to you.
I don't got nothing to do with it. I don't got nothing to do with that, Joe. What's good, bro?
You my man's, bro, but nah. I saw
We
them
here,
boots.
Joe.
I saw them. Keon, remember we saw them boots when we went to that store that time? When we was looking at the Yeezys?
Right.
And I'm looking at all the Yeezys, and I'm like, what am I
You
gonna do
saw
with
the
this?
ones that look like Crocs, but then they like.
Oh yeah, the plastic ones.
I wear a size 17 and it never happened.
But anywho, maybe if I'm on a remote deserted island in Honolulu somewhere, like where nobody sees me, like
You get some chunk claws. with
I'll
some
get
spikes on
them little
Red
plastic. Anyway, but listen, we got to go to commercial real quick.
All right,
We'll
we
be
outta
right
here.
back. It's been real.
We're back
We're back.
and we're working.
And it's still working. Number 18,
18.
identity theft.
Glad to be a part, guys.
Yo, we're not even going to get into that conversation yet. That's the title of the show, identity theft.
Just keep that on your brain.
Keep that on your brain. When you think identity theft, what do you
What do you
think?
think?
But anywho, we still in this week in the capsule.
Okay.
What's going on in New Jersey with the marijuana? I heard the spot down in Montclair.
Giving a little pushback.
Yeah, the dispensary. What's the name again? Apex or something like that.
Yeah.
Aspen or don't quote me on the name.
Right.
Just look it up.
I
But
know
they're,
it's in my
they're, they're
plan,
getting some
right.
pushbacks. So against the recreational marijuana, and they're saying that the
Municipal buy-in or something.
yeah.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
They're not enough people are buying in or getting the
Well, like
the
local governments
yeah.
are being stingy.
The local governments are being stingy.
Not stingy with them parking tickets.
Oh
Tell
no,
you that much.
they being stingy with the licenses.
Right.
They're not trying to give out enough licenses so people could, get their little dispensaries on.
I love weed. I just wanted to say that. I had to get that out.
I mean, weed is a good thing. It never.
That goes back to the economic independence that we always talk about on the show. The powers that be is looking to put the little man in a box, in layman's terms, by controlling the amounts.
I mean,
we had the same
I
thing
think
with
I
liquor
think
licenses
I
and
think
stuff
they're
in Jersey,
having
right?
a pushback because they're having a hard time figuring out how to tax the weed.
Well, I'm not a weed smoker, but I'm not against it either.
Listen,
Recreational.
I
use.
partake.
You see, he got something fine on us. He said, "I partake."
We all
In the-
partake.
Sit-
In the
There's nothing wrong with it.
divine fruit.
Okay.
It's a plant. It's a plant.
Well,
It's-
thank you for putting me on to the plant part.
It's a healing plant. So
boy dropped
we're
it.
not going to get into all of that tonight. but,
Right.
that's for another show.
All right.
Anywho, homeless people in Newark. What's going on with that? I heard, I ain't
maybe
here.
What are we doing about it?
Maybe
That's
we
the
can have them have the license for the recreational weed.
Nah.
And then they don't
funny
have
as
jobs.
But now they saying
funny as
that you saying the license. You talking
That's
about
true.
license?
No, I'm saying
But
two birds, one
now
stone.
I'm hearing that you gotta have a license to even feed them or bring them food and
That
stuff
is
like that.
shame.
From
Can we get? That's terrible.
so it's like you gotta have a license to
Damn.
go out there and set up and feed the homeless people.
So, humanity is what that is. In humanity, I bet you.
I
now
mean-
look at this. Look at this. I bet you the SPCA has no problem with you feeding a stray dog. But a human, you want to
But
obstructions
But-
with humans.
what
helping
makes you
humans?
feel like you could just go out there and just feed people?
Who am I, right?
Yeah, like who? Like I'm just saying, like I'm playing devil's advocate
Uh huh.
because. I ain't playing no devil's advocate. I'm sorry, I'm a Christian. We ain't playing no devil's advocate.
Speaking of it,
That's one of my favorite movies.
It was a good
it
movie.
was definitely
It was a good movie. All right, but I'll play the opposing side.
Okay.
That was a good one, Keon. That was a good one.
Get him, kid.
Thank you
Get
for
him, kid.
convicting me.
Kid's on the job.
Thank you for convicting
on
me.
the
You
board.
on a job today.
Yes.
But where was I? So say that again.
What gives you the right to give?
Okay. So it was a time, right? Thank you, Nick. So it was a time where me and a homegirl of mine was walking out of Well, I won't give I don't give a where it was walking out of. But we was walking out of a building.
All right.
And she had some it wasn't really left over, but she had some food in her fridge that she hadn't touched, and she had just went grocery shopping, newly grocery shopping. So she's like, you know what? I'm gonna pack all this food and stuff that I ain't touched yet. Look, I got these eggs, I got this bread, I got this. I don't want it to go bad. And she packed it up, and we walked out the building. She said, I saw this when I was parking earlier. I saw this homeless guy, and he looks homeless and he's hungry and looks cold. I'm gonna pack all this food and go. She thought she was doing an act of kind. This is Newark.
Right.
And I'm there with her like, okay. I mean, I was looking at it
Solo
because
voice. The Godson voice.
okay. And she knows who she is. Shout out to the homie.
All right. Shout
But
out to
she's probably watching right now.
you. Okay.
So we went downstairs, walked around the corner on the way to her car. We saw the homeless guy sitting there.
Right.
Walked up to him, and I'm standing just to make sure she's safe. She walks up to him and goes, "Excuse me, sir. Would you like some food? I brought you some food." And blah blah blah. He looked at her and said, "No, thank you." And, and sparked his cigarette and goes.
Right. Okay.
And she got so angry, turned around, walked away, dropped the bag on the floor, and said, "Damn it, I was just helping you. If you could take it if you want. If you and walked off. And I'm just like that. So that's what I'm saying. It's like sometimes you go out there and you feel like you want to do an act of kindness, and you get met with, an opposing force.
She did. By the time she got to the corner, he grabbed that bag.
He probably did.
Fact.
He was trying to show off. He was trying to show off.
He wanted
I was
money.
a homeless guy.
He wanted money.
Yeah, that's what.
That's all that is.
That's what he
Yeah,
wanted.
health is wealth.
Yeah.
That's what we giving out here.
Yeah.
You can take it and eat it, or you can leave it on the side of the road. But I bet you, your last dollar.
But,
you
I mean-
Don Cornelius with that
but
one.
now they gotta-
Someone's gonna pick it up.
But now they gotta get a license. You gotta get a license to feed them and take care. Like.
It's people that don't have license to drive. Like, come on, let's deal with the smaller issues.
I don't got a license to drive. What you talking about? But I
me
still drive though.
I ain't gonna put that out loud.
You're right.
Sometimes. I ain't driving in a while. Let me not put my stuff out there. But anywho,
10 and 2 for those that's not driving with license.
moving right
Good
along.
advice. Good advice.
Just let you know. It's a good look. Roll your window halfway down.
Yo, Shy, you rolling today. All right,
Hat not
yo,
too low.
that's funny. It's funny because Ome from London said you had the last show.
Oh, yeah?
He said you kind of like gave me some. I said nah. I let my brother.
No, we spar. We spar like that.
Yeah.
Man sharp as men, like steel sharp as steel. Everybody should have a godson, and if you ain't got a godson, you
And
get a
everybody
sharp
should have a Shy born, like.
And I got a
And the
KD
thing is,
and
and watch this though.
How y'all doing?
Yeah, that's true. Everybody do need a KD. I think I got.
Come
a
in
KD.
handy, man.
I think I
did
do
a
got
spackle job
KD.
today. I did
He's
in
in the
pretty
grooming,
good.
you know what I mean? He's sitting right here, this little knucklehead right here, you know what I mean?
Peace, King. How you doing?
But he's a good guy though. Wow. But he could be a. But he's a good guy.
Yeah.
I love him.
Keon, I ride with you.
I really do love him.
Get him, Key.
Yeah. Oh.
Fire you up.
All right. But anywho, we're gonna move right along, man. Remy Ma.
Remy Ma, congratulations.
Remy Ma.
Female Battle League.
Shout out to Remy Ma.
Yeah, that shit.
Yo.
That's big. That's big. That's big.
Yo, that's big.
That's
So are
also
we
BX types situation.
are we going to see a lot of MCs?
I think we're gonna see a lot of new creativity, new energy. That's missing.
Female,
Well, not missing. They're doing it, but
women.
they deserve their lane.
Wow. Battle raps.
That's right. So salute to all the female battle MCs. Big up to Remy and the movement, and keep going.
And we gonna be on. We gonna stay on top of that and keep an eye out for that. So on birthdays, who we got on birthdays? We got a few birthdays. This month. Anita Baker, Charlie Wilson.
Give me a second here. We're looking at Anita Baker.
Anita Baker.
Can't see her up there.
Oh, Anita. Oh, they got a picture of Anita
The
Baker.
songstress.
Okay. How old is she? She was 64. Oh, she is 64. She is 64, not was.
We got the guard Rakim
Rakim
at 54.
at 54. Ooh.
9, the born
King.
number.
That's crazy because
Peace to the guard.
Hakeem Green put up a post the other day talking about, he got invited by somebody, I ain't gonna say who, but he got invited by another big artist, and he said, wow, this is to Rakim's birthday.
Okay.
He's like, wow, he was expressing how happy he was. Like, you could feel it through the message. like, wow, like he lived to see Rakim's 54th birthday.
Like my dad and
Yo,
shit,
bro.
bro.
Indeed.
54 and still rocking.
And still rocking.
I mean, we actually got some footage of Rakim too from NJ Pack last year. So we might have to premiere that on the Capsule soon.
Right.
Sometime soon in the soon future. But what other birthdays we got?
Last but not least, Uncle Charlie.
Charlie Wilson, 69 years old. 69.
First name Charlie, last name
Wilson. You see,
69. Charlie.
a lot of y'all might not know who Uncle Charlie Wilson is, but
Some of them are here because of Charlie Wilson. They
Oh,
don't
listen!
know it.
When you hear your
How you
Snoop Dogg,
doing?
when you hear your
Charlie
Snoop Dogg's,
Wilson.
just know that a lot of his records was
My
inspired
boy Smooth.
by Uncle Charlie. Anyway,
KD, you sure your last name ain't Wilson?
I've been wondering
Hey.
if I can take you out.
don't give it all away
That's
yet.
it.
We gonna get to that.
Alright.
We gonna get
I
to that.
gave him a sample example.
Oh, just a little sample. All right, so we're going to go to commercial, and then we're going to
Sample
come right
example.
back to our conversation of the day, identity theft, and run right through it. Let's get to it. Let's Marcus BMP. Let's get that. Yeah.
Back. And we're working.
Back, and we're working.
This is 18.
Godson Tony
Shy Boy Infinite.
and
Your boy KD, man.
KD. Please like and subscribe. Subscribe and like.
So now,
Not necessarily
so
that
see,
order.
let's make this a public service announcement real quick. Take this time out. So we do this on behalf of y'all, on behalf of the great city of Newark. We do this, man. We here for y'all, and we here for ourselves too, because we have fun and we love doing this, and we love having these conversations. So what we would like for you guys to do, if you enjoy what you're watching and what you're listening to every week, if we're doing such a great job, please go to the YouTube channel right now,
And
which
like.
is LGND Filmworks.
Subscribe.
Like and subscribe, share, and comment with your friends so we can get those numbers up to 1,000.
Share it with your enemies too.
Share with your
Come on.
enemies. Share with everybody.
Share with the world.
Share with the world.
I like that one.
I just made that one.
I
Anywho.
think we're gonna use that.
So-
Share it with the world.
Let's get to the breakdown of the breakdown.
All right.
Identity theft.
ID theft.
Ooh.
What do you think about when you hear identity theft?
I think somebody stole my information. I ain't gonna even lie.
Yeah, I be thinking people steal my information every day.
Couple
'cause
things
I
under
get
my
phone
name.
calls every day.
I'm gonna find y'all.
I get phone calls every day. I got a phone call today saying I owe, as soon as they said, this was the educational refund, whatever, click.
Right.
Because I don't owe no money when it comes to college. I pay out of my pocket.
Right.
I actually, I worked hard, hustled, did what I had to do,
Yeah, I know that.
scammed, whatever,
Yeah.
and made it happen. It wasn't easy. Some days I walked to school. Some days, caught cabs. I was late.
The struggle is real.
struggle
I
was real.
definitely was there.
So what do you think?
It's like four types of identity theft that's common. It's new account identity when you open up a new account, tax identity theft, medical identity theft,
Oh, what
and
the
employment identity theft.
What about
I
the
wish
social
somebody would
media
take.
identity?
I wish somebody take my hours employment. They can go work for me,
Oh,
and
I
I'll
mean,
get
listen,
It's
there's a lot of
employment
there's a lot
identity
of
theft.
Yeah.
You can steal your hours.
Yo,
Nah,
listen,
no,
you could
they
be
probably
you could be having somebody walking around right now, walking
Working
around
as
like
you.
you, and you
Under
sitting
your
right
name, your
here. You
social
sitting
security.
right
My
here.
job ain't steady right now. It's just a hustle. So I don't know how they could do that. you
They
know?
stealing
listen-
those too. Like you gotta
listen.
watch them.
Oh, listen, it's
You-
it's very possible.
I can't even lend out my personality, man.
Listen, just be careful where you put your personal information.
No, I
Yeah.
got you.
So
No,
that's- this
that
is-
people didn't
This
stole.
is
You
why
never
they
know.
have like apps like LifeLock and those apps where you can protect your digital assets or your ID or your social security. They can watch your stuff to make sure nobody's taking a credit card out on your name and account and stuff like that. So as soon as they get like some kind of fraud or something that look like you get an alert, or they might call you or something. Well, I don't know if Social Security calls you, but they find their way to alert you.
Yeah, they got your
You
stuff.
know, yeah.
But we were having conversations. That's not really the identity theft for the show.
That's not the identity theft that we were.
goes deeper.
It goes deeper. There's layers. Like, so when you say ID, right? Like even when you look at some cultures, right? We're not even going to get to the identity theft that we are really talking about yet. But when you look at different cultures, some other cultures take on identities of other cultures throughout time, over time.
Yeah.
Identity is like,
Culture vultures.
yeah, and they claim it as theirs and, try to pass on the truths and history and stuff. And
Right.
so, you see, identity, if you're not careful, to
Whatever
preserve
you
your
are-
own culture.
Yeah, whatever you identify with, know and understand it can be stolen, duplicated, replicated.
Because no identity is original under the sun.
Right. Especially if you're super creative, you're a thinker who thinks outside of the box.
Yeah.
You're a trailblazer. Your ideas are more open to be stolen than someone who
Everybody
just
else
has a regular everyday thought.
Because somebody could look at your identity that who you're being right there, or who you claim that you are, and say, hey, I like that.
And that's
I
the
want
point.
that.
Right.
I want that identity for myself. So, is
And
it yours?
You spoke about the layers.
Oh, so let's go down to the identity theft that we really was talking about.
Right.
So, when we were talking about identity theft earlier, we weren't really looking at the identity theft that happens in the physical realm, where somebody takes your ID
Credentials.
or your credentials and they're walking around like you and stuff like that.
Right.
The identity theft that we were talking about is the personal identity theft that happens with one's self. How sometimes, if we're not careful, our own identities could hijack. And this happens every day. And people don't even realize that their vehicle, their body, is being controlled by their identity. In some circles,
Or different
ego,
identities. Right.
or in certain circles, the it or the id.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Depending on what circle you're in. So, or different identities, like you said. So what do you think about that? Like, because I still got more to break down. Because,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I can keep on. I got the
Yes,
floor.
yes, you
Oh,
got
man. Dude.
I'm here for you.
Why you got to give me the mic, bro?
We supporting
KD,
each
you sure
other.
you don't got nothing to say?
I'm just listening. I'm learning.
All right, so,
I'm a learner.
no, because if you got something to say, if you hear something, and you
Definitely
wanna
chime in.
chime
Yeah,
in.
yeah, yeah. I got you.
So, see, I used to think that the voice that I hear every day inside of my head, that loud voice, was me. And it's important that we had this conversation, because I've been watching a lot of my friends male friends, women friends, get into a lot of mess lately behind who they say they are in the world or what identities they're choosing to take on. So, and I'm realizing when I look at them, I'm saying, that's not you. That's not the you that I identify with. You see what I'm saying? So when you look at identity, like we was talking about earlier, there's a genesis of identity. Who you are right now, who I am right now, started somewhere. There's a genesis of that. Something happened, and I chose to become
Something else.
something
Yeah,
else,
shit. Or you didn't.
or I didn't. So when I was born, when I came out my mom's womb, this is how genesis of identity goes. Come out of my mom's womb. Boom, I'm born. 1 year old, no years old, not even one yet. I don't have no conscience of I'm a boy. You're a boy. Hey, look at this boy. Look at this boy. Hey, nice boy. So now I'm like, huh. Till I become conscious or cognizant of what boy is. I choose to accept that I'm a boy. That's my first identity I take on.
And you also choose to relate to things that a boy like in the perception.
Because I'm
of
looking at other boys and saying, boys walk like this, so I'm gonna walk like this. Boys do this, so I'm gonna do this. Boys
Learning.
sit like I'm learning.
And nothing's wrong with
And
that.
there's nothing wrong with it.
Right.
Taking on identities. Women take on, women gender identities too, based off of modeling.
Assimilation, right.
So, then you get to about 3 years old, you start realizing, or I start realizing I like custard. Oh, I used to love custard. Ooh, I had a nanny. Yabo, yabo. Where's my custard? I used to say it in Yoruba. Custard me da, custard me da. I was so young. Where's my custard? Where's my custard? I just knew I loved some custard. I can't eat no damn custard now.
So why do you think you like the custard?
I don't know. I must have came out of heaven knowing that custard was the,
Finish
hey.
that point, because I have a
So
point.
going on, I'm gonna move through this real quick. So, I'm just saying, as we move on from age to age, we start realizing things that we like, that we see in other people, that we model or mimic and say, hey, I like that hat. You know what? I might not even tell you. You just might just walk past me and I say, I like that hat Shaw got on. I'm gonna go get that. It's gonna look good on me at this party tomorrow. Ooh, I like that tracksuit Tolu got on. You know what? I'm gonna go get a version of that because I could picture myself in that.
Yeah.
So
It's the way of the world.
So so as we get older, you realize, I'm a guy that likes polyamorous. Like I like two girls or multiple women. You're taking on these identities. At 15, guess what? I'm a rapper. I'm a rapper now. That's a new identity. My name is Ayatollah.
Right.
I got what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Fire, too.
Ayatollah.
Right.
That's a new identity I'm taking on.
Right.
But sometimes we take on these identities to survive environments that we're in too.
Most definitely.
To get through a period or a stage or something that you're going through.
So, so speaking
So-
on the identity, right? Me, myself, I always kind of knew who I would project as, right? Like back of my hat it says Born Infinite, right?
Look at that.
So-
I ain't even peeped that.
So
That is
in
nice. That's
school,
nice.
if we had French fries, and I had no disrespect to my brothers here, because I would definitely share my meal with these.
Oh, you had the better lunch. That's what you're
But
saying.
I had the French fries, right? So there's some people around that already ate their meal, whatever. They're looking at my French fries. Then I was a small guy, wasn't this size. So you know what I used to do? Everybody like ketchup on their fries, right? Not my fries, mustard.
Yo,
Now they don't
you
even
just
look-
had to be different.
They don't, but I didn't
You
like
just
the
had to be
taste.
different.
No, you brought it up when you said custard. I didn't really like the taste of it, but nobody ever asked for my fries.
So you see the identity that you took on just to
So
me-
the
let me ask y'all-
perception
let
would
me
be
ask
that,
y'all-
that I like mustard fries.
Let me ask y'all a question. How many identities do a person have?
Hold on, we getting there.
Right.
We getting
We
there.
definitely gonna
we
get
getting
there.
there. So imagine
Because
now-
everybody got two.
What?
At least two.
What?
It's the good one, and it's the bad one.
Well, I don't know about good and bad.
Listen.
We say higher and lower self.
How old are you right now?
I'm 34.
34. I can tell you already got like at least 10 identities. But hold
Nah.
on, we're gonna get there. Hold on.
It's only like one.
Okay,
it's-
okay, hold on.
maybe
hold
two,
on.
maybe
So
two.
okay, so let me
Alright.
finish this point right quick.
Alright.
We're gonna wrap it up. Well, so imagine that every year of your life, each identity that you saw and picked up along the way was like a piece of coat or like a hat,
And you had to put on.
and you had to put it on. And then you walked down the street and saw something else, and you put it on.
Struggle is our identity. I wore
Hold on.
I wore that
Watch this.
jacket.
Watch this. But you put it on without. But. Imagine. I'm not saying you are a thug or I am a thug.
Nah, I'm a positive
But
man.
watch this. If I picked up an identity that said, "Oh, I see the way those guys are thugging over there, and I want to be just like them,"
Yeah.
and I put that hat on, and I need that hat to walk through these streets of Newark, so that way nobody attack me. And then all of a sudden, I get to the next block, or I get downtown where there's no harm, and I see something else that I want. Ooh, I'd like to be.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna still have this thug hat on, but I'm gonna take this new identity and put this new hat on. And imagine if I keep taking new hats and putting them on, identities or coats.
Like if you
And
stumble on a art
Yeah.
thing,
yeah,
like
so
that's
so
some Newark shit that's, like,
so
not-
walking around at age 40, right? Imagine if you had all these layers of coats or hats on.
That's a lost person.
This is what I'm saying, but a lot
That's a
of
lost-minded
this
person.
is
But not
this-
necessarily.
It's not. Watch this though. A lot of people
Or
walk
somebody that learned a
They're
whole
not.
bunch
They're
of
not.
shit.
They're not.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not that they lost or they learned a whole bunch of stuff. But these are all ways of being or ways of survival that they had to take on that became a part of who they are, embedded, and they're swearing that that's who they are when that's not them at all.
See, in the mind of a
That's what
baby.
make them laws.
But in the mind
You're
of a
supposed to take those things and make something of it. You're supposed to take that struggle in all those situations and come out of it different. If you didn't come out of it different, that means your mind wasn't strong enough to go through those situations, and you are lost. You are a lost person.
but in the mind
when
of-
you're a king, I embraced all my
But you,
situations.
but you didn't always know this.
no, I did
So,
it.
so,
I did it.
so if you were a
That's-
baby,
that's
But
the-
through the journey,
but listen, as a baby, right? He's saying you knew nothing about Newark or Jersey City, right?
I got you.
And so I didn't know nothing about these two cities, but I came from a city that is able to defend itself, whether it's the way you walk, your attitude. That's universal.
Yeah.
So now when you go to another place that their attitude and walk is a little different, but you still recognize it as being a defense mechanism, then you kind of relate to it.
Yeah, because you've
So-
been through shit. I got you.
Down south, everybody think New Yorkers and people from Jersey and tri-state area, we always wear Timberlands. I mean, countless number of women in my younger years was like, yo, you gonna take your boots off before you gonna leave your boots on doing something intimate, bro. I was like, what kind of movies is y'all watching? This is the psyche that says, okay, New Yorkers wear New York fitted hat and Timbs.
That's all identity.
That's identity. that
When we go
someone's
down
projected
south,
on
guess
you.
when you go down south, how do you know a New Yorker
Yeah.
from every other state? Because we have a certain look about us, a certain way we talk. It doesn't even have to be New Yorker. It could be up north.
Yeah.
Yeah, up north.
Every
I mean-
every blood don't wear a red bandana. Every Crip don't wear a blue
So-
bandana. But that's etched into our
So
psyche.
what
Yeah,
identities are you taking on that's not you every day that, for survival, walking through life?
Or,
But watch
or to
this.
see to see if that's who they want to be. Sometimes you
Yeah,
gotta.
but watch this though.
Sometimes
but-
a good guy got to be a thug for a little while to see if this is the life I want to live. Do I want to end up in jail?
yeah,
or
but
not?
then
and not for
usually-
credit, not for respect, not for nothing, but for that person, bro.
But the flip
A lot of
side-
people have a lot of wonders and from watching videos, and it could be from influences, like you said, what you see, stealing other people's identities. It make you wonder after a while, like, am I really that nigga?
Yeah,
So
but
it
you
could
see-
be
but
that
then-
one good kid that go on the block and probably be a little tougher than
Exactly.
everybody else.
But then
still realize at the end of the day, I'm too smart for this.
Exactly.
But check it out.
But you see, how do you?
Do you
I didn't mean to say the N-word, excuse
Do
me.
you switch it up when you go to a job interview?
Yeah.
So why do we switch it up?
Exactly. Why you can't be
Because
the
Why
same
can't
person
be myself
all the way
when you
through?
go into the church or the mosque?
I feel like it's
Do
a
you
time.
switch it up?
I feel like when I talk like this, people take it wrong or they
'Cause
take it
the real
aggressively.
self
But when I
don't-
go to a job interview, hey, how you doing? My name is Kendall Pleasant. I
See,
change
now
my
we
voice
get
a little
into the
bit
conversation.
because it's
We
more
might have
subtlety
we might have
in
to
my voice.
extend it about 5-10 minutes.
I'm not here to intimidate you. I'm here for you to hire me. You know what I'm saying?
So the focus of Martin Luther King and Malcolm X had some of the same views, right?
Yeah.
And they only saw it at the end after they kind of mastered their IDs.
Because the real self doesn't shift.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
The real self is
I'm still
the
me.
same.
I'm still me. I'm
'Cause-
just putting on a calmer tone to make you more comfortable.
I know.
I was born I'm automatically aggressive. My voice, my tone, my look, everything. When
I feel
if
you.
I come at you differently, you're gonna be like, oh shit. But if I come at, hey, I'm Kendall. How you doing? Like,
But I'm uncomfortable
You know
with
what I'm saying?
somebody.
That
So
shifts.
you know what's uncomfortable for me? A man that's always smiling that says nothing, just
Nah,
showing his
that-
teeth.
I don't smile.
Right? No.
like
but
that.
He ain't
when
talking
somebody
about
is a
you.
little bit up and like, yo,
Yeah.
I'm like,
I don't like-
yeah,
yeah,
my
yeah.
vibe. Even though I'm a little bit more laid back,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm comfortable in that setting. He's comfortable in that setting.
So my thing is, right? Why? So now we get
So
that.
just real quick, Peace Lua 27
Peace to peace.
says ways of creating your personal identity from taking all those trials and tribulations and making it into your likeness. Saying that.
Woo! Hit that.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. So basically saying that you take it. She's saying that you're not like pretending to be something. You're trying it on, kind of like what Katie.
The
had.
transformation.
Oh, there's
work.
nothing
Then
wrong with
it
trying it
absorbs
on.
into you. It's like becomes a part of you, whether you focus
Yeah.
on it or not.
Most
That's
definitely.
exactly what I was saying. Like you just
Yeah.
trying it out.
Yo, there's nothing wrong with trying it on, but don't let it become you. Don't
Yeah. Or-
say if that's what you choose.
A lot of
try.
a lot of cases you could say don't let it become you. In a lot of cases it was them, but they just still but they taking the knowledge of knowing it's them and just choosing to still.
But let
do
me
the
show
right
you.
thing.
Look,
You
compare.
understand? I'm being real though. That's real. That's real street hood. And
But
everybody
watch
tell
this.
you
But
the
watch
same
this.
thing.
But watch
Compare and
this.
contrast.
'Cause a lot of
But
them still-
where did you pick up that? Where in life did they pick up that this is me? Where did they say, "Huh, I tried this coat on, and this is me. It fits
A
real
lot of them
nice."
wouldn't be
No.
able to even tell you when they put it on.
Some
They
people,
can't
some,
date it.
some people was
Because
really.
before that,
You ever had that little that cousin that was just a scholar that went to college that did everything right? And you ever had that bad cousin that was just born real? And it's nobody's taught him that. Or nothing.
Oh, no,
He was
listen.
just born real.
Listen, I had a cousin.
You feel me? A lot of people shy you.
Listen. No.
For
I had a
example,
cousin.
a lot of people just born real.
Hold on
and
now.
then some people just born more laid back. Some people born more critique. Some people had more of a parent's influence inside their life.
Ready
So
for this, Key?
they was forced to be born a little
You
different.
ready for this?
You know
one?
what I'm saying?
I got a good one for you. I had a cousin that took on Beanie Siegel's identity from State Property after watching Beanie
No, I
Siegel
got
State
you.
Property. And I walked in on him one day and he was in the mirror. I ain't gonna say nobody's name because I ain't trying to bash nobody, but this is a funny story, true story. You know, he tough now, like But I walked in on my cousin in front of the mirror, practicing the lines. Give me your money. He was taking on a new identity, and then he tried his new identity out on me to see if he scared me. And I'm like, man, get out of here, man. Like,
But we don't want to take from the value of owning the layers, right? So someone does watch B.D. Siegel, for instance, and turns out to emulate or to try to replicate or duplicate that energy, right? What we're not touching, the point is why. Because he might have got bullied and is willing to try any and everything because Beanie is getting respect. Nobody messes with Beanie Siegel. right? So
That's true.
That's
That
real,
is
though.
true.
So
That is
that's
real.
that's
I'm
the
not
point
saying
we
it's a
gotta
good
realize.
thing. I'm not saying it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Right.
But I'm just saying some people that
But
just
when you
No,
But I
100%.
I'm not saying being bad or doing the wrong thing is a good thing. I'm just saying some people it's not an identity theft. It's just really been them this whole time, and they never really knew who they truly was because they was around people that manipulated them to make them think that they was somebody they wasn't, and that's
Very nice
false
said.
to them. That's wrong to their life.
He ain't real right. He
Whatever
ain't
they
real
choose to
right.
do with the truth,
So-
like some people could still get a job and still do the right thing, and then some people be like, you know what, I'm gonna hustle, I'm gonna be out here. Whatever they choose to do with the truth, that's on them. But
Because
at least
that's
they're
their
living in
truth.
their own, truth. Bro.
Now, to bring it home, to bring the conversation home, because there's layers to this
You
conversation.
already know.
So
Everybody's right, by the way. You know what I'm
everybody's
saying?
right. There's no wrong. There's no right. This is not about morality.
King discussion.
Yeah. We grown men having grown conversations.
King's disease.
Whew.
Right?
Keon, where you at, man?
Shout out to Nas.
Shout out to Nas on that King's Disease too. Oh my gosh, best album of last year.
Yeah.
So yeah, when you realize that, okay, you've gone too far, your identity is not serving you, because it gets to a point where that same way of being, who you used to be at 16, doesn't work at 40.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It doesn't serve you anymore.
Don't work at 34 either.
It doesn't work at 34. It does.
Post COVID, like
Whew, after COVID, everything
a
just
lot
got.
of people like got rid of a lot of layers.
So it's like reason why a lot of people are having a rough time right now assimilating to the new systems and what's going on in the world is because they're not able to get back to self. They taking on all these identities and all these layers, and now they don't know who to be in this new economy that's showing up. So you having a lot of people that are breaking down mentally.
Yeah, real talk. That's
You
true.
know, like their machinery, like literally. You know, you ever seen when a robot or a machine just short circuits and
Malfunction, yeah.
malfunctions because they don't know what programming to apply to whatever breakdown they're having. They don't know what identity to take on because this is something new. So when you get confronted with stuff like that, the best thing to do is get back to self.
Yeah, real talk.
But
You're right.
this
But
is
how
the
do you
po-
get
no,
back to
this,
self?
This is the point. So self
That
is
self is
hold on,
always
hold on,
there the
hold on,
whole
hold on,
time.
hold on. Self
You gotta look for
is,
No, you don't even gotta look
is,
for it.
is
Go
the
ahead.
combination of all these layers. So when
No,
you, hold
well,
up, listen.
that's why you gotta look
listen.
for
I
'em.
got. I'm gonna make my point.
Well, you make your point, and
I'm
I'll,
gonna
and
make
I'll,
my
and I'll
point.
come. Yeah.
So, being that we do have all these layers, right?
Mm.
Humans don't deal with death well. Humans don't deal with loss well. Loss of family, loss of finances, loss of power, right? So, how do you get that strength back and absorb this wealth and use it in a healthy way and manner? You gotta learn that the ingredients do exist, right? And that you might need less clove, less salt, less oregano.
Yeah.
When you're making a stew, it's never always right the first time. You put a cup of this, an ounce of this, an ounce of this. You have to taste it. And once you've tasted it, some of those tastes is going to jail. Some of those tastes is losing your girl.
when you
some of
realize-
those tastes is, yes.
But when you realize this is, or when you've come through life and realize this is not all you, and say, you know what, I need to get back to the real me.
But they
How do
never
you
knew
do
what the
that?
real me was.
So then but doesn't
Because-
it feel heavy wearing all these coats now?
You have-
doesn't life feel heavy?
yes,
Like
I'm-
don't you feel weighed
I'm
down by
saying
life?
We all
I'm
all
saying
wore those
accept
coats,
it.
man.
I'm
You already
saying
So
know.
don't just take it off. Take
No,
it
no,
off.
no. Take the struggle off?
No. Take
No.
Take the coats off
What?
one at a
But
time.
the struggle is a coat.
Wait, so you're
And that's
you're
what got-
wearing your coat. You're
Yes.
wearing your
Some of the
inside.
coats, some of the coats are forever. That's what he's saying.
Ooh.
That's
Some of them
skin.
So
coats
you're
are
gonna be
forever.
carrying those that pain.
Look at my boy.
Don't worry, it's weatherproof.
Ooh.
We weatherproof. See, once you, some of it is
Nah.
3M Thinsulate. It's rainproof.
No.
So because I went through certain situations, somebody could at the job that I work at, somebody could speak to me in a way, and I said, "Oh, wow, you know I'm grown man, right?"
Yeah.
But 20 years ago, I'd have put paws and foots. right?
But you see,
so
you
I have to
evolve.
wear those coats because if I take that coat off, you now don't
Yeah.
remember you had
That
that
coat,
coat.
Yeah,
that coat,
but
that
watch
coat
this,
is your
though.
maturity. That's your life.
But watch
lesson.
this.
You gotta,
Watch this.
You gotta carry that up that mountain, baby.
But watch this. Who was you before you had to put pause on people? Can't you take the coat off to a time where you didn't have to be?
No,
none
the
of
coat,
this?
didn't know
the
who you
coat
were
is
then.
stopping the person that's about to put the pause on the people. That's what Shaw Money is saying.
Now watch.
You said
Now
who you was before you had to put hands on people. That was the person that was putting their hands on people.
So there's a
the
bigger.
coat taught me a lesson,
Right.
to walk away from
I know,
situations,
but
to
it's
not
a-
abuse your
but
power.
there's a bigger conversation I'm
saying?
trying to bring.
I got
The
you.
streets too.
I hear,
And he knows this.
but
'cause
I
we spoke
but no,
about
I
this
hear
earlier.
your
This-
what you're projecting, right?
Yeah.
We're projecting the same. We had this conversation.
We had this
so I
conversation,
understand.
so you know where
what
I'm
I'm
coming
telling
from.
you. The other side.
So I
of
like
it,
this.
though,
I like the side that you're choosing.
The,
to
yeah,
come
the
from.
other side of it is that someone goes to a mosque, a church. They have been washed in the blood of the Lamb,
Yeah.
right? Until someone kills their daughter.
Oh, shucks.
To someone takes advantage
But you
of
see,
their
that's
son.
that's the test right there.
No. Oh, it's a test now.
It's
no,
that's-
it's closed. It's the coat. So now the coat that they took off, they now are okay. I'm gonna.
That's
let,
a test of your.
I'ma
That's
let-
a test of your faith.
I don't
right
know what
there.
type of
I'ma
coke
let
could
the
stop
higher
that
power-
That's a
revenge.
test. That's a test right there.
I'ma let
That's
the-
a life test right there.
I'm gonna let the higher power handle it. Well, no matter what religious or what device or machine that you use to
So
to
what
get
if-
in, hold on,
so
to
what
get-
if you're a
hold on,
public-
hold
so
on,
what if
to
you're a
get-
public figure?
to get in contact with your divinity? Then you still have to take 2 steps towards. So get to your point about a politician. They are the illest people with coats. They got invisible coats,
Jesus.
huh?
So
Do we truly know who they are?
yeah, we
Because they can
passed
put a
time.
title there.
We passed time. Yeah, this we can go on
We
with
might
this.
have to do a part
we
two
might
of
have to do a part 2 of this, because we
Listen.
didn't even like get to like the main.
No, my brother
squash.
put it down.
You know, because I'm gonna just round it up before we go to commercial. Like what?
Go ahead, go ahead.
I'm not gonna go deep into it. I'm not even gonna finish the conversation because we got to go.
Go ahead.
What I was trying to bring us to is how to transform and get to a level of a point where you can evolve your soul, where you're not being these identities or these coats or these layers when you show up to certain places, because you got to know what coat or what identity to present.
We agree
in
with
certain-
that.
yeah.
Yeah, most
Because you
definitely.
can present the wrong identity in the wrong in the right setting,
But you have to
Like you
own
said,
it.
but you have to own it.
That's all we're saying.
like you
We
said,
agreeing.
finding you meditation before you go out somewhere, like
Ooh,
being
but
in
you
your own
see-
private place. A lot of people don't understand the power
But that's
of
how
meditation.
you have
Using
to
your resources,
centering,
yeah.
co-regulation, and
That's
centering
the only
yourself.
time you can actually really be with yourself in yourself.
Salute, King.
See,
You understand what I'm
that's
saying?
what
Real shit.
see.
Real
So I
shit.
love that we brought it to that before we
No,
go.
we were already there.
I know we were there.
You just wanted us to take a coat off. This is Gucci. I'm keeping my Gucci and my Louis off.
All right, so let's go to commercial. We're going to go to Jimmy Henchman. Let's yeah. Speaking of Jimmy Henchman, man, salute
Salute
to
to the
OGs.
king.
Salute,
You
Jimmy.
know,
I'll be at the cookout. you
listen, his name speaks for himself. So
Coming home soon.
coming home soon.
This call is from a federal prison.
Here it is, the worst drug law that they have on the book. They gave it to me. The worst one. Like there's no other higher drug count in the United States of America, and I got that.
In the federal criminal justice system, the United States government wins 95% of the cases they prosecute.
They created a whole other character that didn't even exist, that only existed in the imagination of boys and girls who believe in boogeymen.
Let's be clear. Nothing in life is a 95% sure thing, unless the outcome is rigged.
I was the perfect scapegoat for these guys.
Inside the daunting percentage of convictions in the federal system lies a web of deceit, corruption, and dishonesty. that goes to the core of the United States Attorney's Office.
I could tell you when the Southern District of New York, like it would have been in my case with the Eastern District of New York, when federal prosecutors bring a case, I would have to say on the most part they bring cases they think that they could win.
The story of James Rosemont, or Jimmy Henchman as he was called, defines not only the United States government's perspective on a hip-hop businessman, it illustrates the broken policies of mass incarceration and America's failed war on drugs.
I was the perfect lane for these prosecutors to make a name of. To say in the New York Times that we finally taken down Jimmy Henchman. Like this is a game. Like this is our public enemy #1. It was ridiculous to me.
Hosted by Michael K. Williams, this is Unjust Justice, the James Rosemont story. Premieres February 21st, wherever you listen to podcasts.
You can convict Jimmy Rosemont honestly and fairly and legally, or you can cut corners, you can lie, you can rely upon people that are committing perjury. That's what they did. The stuff that happened in Jimmy Rosemont's case was by far the worst.
We're back.
We're back and
And
we're
we're working.
working. Godson Tony.
Shop on Inf.
Your boy KD.
Ooh,
KD
that boy.
Music.
So, just so y'all know out there, make sure you go and check out the Jimmy Henchman
The James
Doc,
Rosemont story.
Hit the Story podcast when it comes out. It looks pretty interesting. I'll definitely be tuning into that because, you know, just from doing a little research, I found out some stuff about some events that I thought were true in 1996 that weren't true. But we won't get into that today. Yeah, what's next?
KD.
KD.
Oh, snap, I'm on the spot. There we go.
Welcome.
Welcome, welcome,
Boom.
welcome.
Shakalaka.
He's in the building.
So, what does KD stand for?
My first name is Kendall. My second name is Darnell.
Oh, wow.
Everybody had these gangster rap names and shit like that.
Kept it simple?
Yeah, I said keep it simple.
All right, all right.
Simple. I like that. I like
I'm gonna
that.
let the music speak for
So,
itself.
do you
That's dope.
rap or do you sing?
I rap and I sing, man. I write. I do a little bit of everything.
So, and if you could title your style of music or creativity, what would you call it?
Everything.
Everything music?
I like it.
Yeah, everything. I'm gonna give you a little bit of jazz. I could do pop. I could do
A lot
a
of
little bit
layers
all.
in it.
Yeah.
Well,
All
so,
right.
where did you get into music? Like, how'd you get into music?
Since I was young, me and my brothers, we used to sing. We did birthday parties. We did weddings. We did funerals. We did a little bit of everything.
Church.
Anytime somebody saying to go get the boys. So.
Well, your mother just called you. Like,
Yeah,
come on,
sing,
No, I've heard them.
The crazy thing is, I never had a lead part. I was always the little harmonizer in the back. So once I learned that, but I always wrote most of the music because I
Is that
was the
because
writer.
you're the youngest?
So once I
Okay.
Once I realized I actually had skills at
you know he
writing,
was the
I started rapping.
My brother.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
heard-
We
I've
go
heard
back like
about
2 flats on the Cadillac. We know each other.
okay.
We know this my boy.
Shouts out to the fam.
You know what I mean? Shout out to
Pleasant,
everybody. He been
clean.
at a couple cookouts. You
You
know what I
know.
mean? He been there.
Okay.
You holled at Kiki and shit. I ain't
So-
say nothing about that. Holled at my sister,
So-
nigga.
So, what are you doing now with your music? Like, where you at?
Right now, man, I just lost my uncle, man. I just,
Oh,
you know what I
man,
mean?
sorry to
It's
hear
been a
that.
lot of obstacles coming in my life right now. So
Rest in peace.
I can't say,
IAB.
right now I'm about to get back into it. I keep telling people that I was. And even last year when I was getting into it, another situation happened. It's like life, every time I start getting on point or I start really getting to the music or start really getting in the lane, another life obstacle come and just take me. So I'm like, damn, who don't want me to be happy? The devil,
So
this
who-
person,
so
this
who do
person,
you
this person.
become when stuff like that happens? Like, who do you?
The identity, I don't know, man. It's like
What
sometimes
identity do you choose to become? Like, who? What?
a lot of people they wonder like, what's the reason why you're so sad sometimes? Kendall? What's the reason why you're so depressed? Because I love music. When I'm not doing music, I'm not happy. And when I don't have money in my pocket, that's it's those two. When I don't have music and I don't have money in my pocket, you know what I'm saying?
Describe-
Because a lot of other things in life you could fix. A job you can get by tomorrow,
Right.
like a situation with a family member you can get by tomorrow. A situation with a shorty you get by tomorrow. Another shorty you can get by tomorrow. So those things are not really relevant in your mind and really be upset or to carry on or drag through your life like it's a problem because it's not. The problem for me is that I ain't on stage that I ain't out on
What's
tour.
stopping, so
You
what's
know what I'm
stopping
saying?
you from being on stage?
It was a lot of things that happened in my life that made me put it on pause. A lot of situations that I
Because you
thought was the
definitely
right
got
situation.
videos and
You know what I'm
songs
saying?
out there. Look like you
Yeah.
doing good for yourself.
And I'm working on trying to make myself a little more younger so I could, swing in the game. But even if I just jumped in there as a writer, even if my ideas made the music business or the industry, I'll still be proud of that. Because like the Instagram, KD Music, it wasn't just about me doing it. Like if I write a song for somebody, something like that, that's still KD Music.
So you write for people.
Yeah,
You do features.
I wrote for
hooks
people
and
for
all
free. I did hooks for free. Like I never wanted anything out of it. And people are,
What
you
mean?
getting play. Nah,
You better get-
understand me, King, because a lot of people that I did it for was from my city.
That's
You
right.
know what I mean? So
Oh,
if I went
So you was
around
being a
everywhere.
servant. You was being a servant.
Yeah,
in
and not saying if you're not from my city, because my boy from New York, and we brothers. He know anything he need, I give to him. But
right.
not saying if you're not from around there, I won't do you a favor. But it's just like
That's how you know Kings is on at the
you
table.
gotta
In order to be a
represent,
king,
man.
You gotta
Real
be a
talk.
servant.
So speaking
Real talk.
about Jersey City, right? That's a very intricate city. You know, what was it like growing up in that city, and being focused, having like your eyes on the prize, and beside you is so much pestilence, so much.
I
other
can
things going on.
honestly say at first, growing up, you know what I mean, I felt like I was in fear because I didn't really know what was out there because I didn't give it a chance. Like I was saying, give it that try. So
Right.
when I was the kid on the porch and stuff like that, I don't really think I feared people, but I didn't have an understanding exactly what was going on out there. So that makes you fear, like, oh, is something gonna happen this way? Is something gonna happen this way? Until I really start getting out there, and I'm like, man, this shit ain't nothing to be scared of.
Right.
I'm actually real.
I seen you in the middle
Real-
of one of
real-
the
real
hottest
talk.
blocks,
Real
like
talk.
Grant, and the love that he gets, the love that
Oh, yeah,
I
that's
mean,
his
you
family.
are one of them, and they are one of you.
That's
They-
family.
It's one and the same.
It's a lot of blocks. There's a lot of different blocks I didn't grow up on or either lived at. For me, hopping around, not really having a steady place and stuff like that. And I adapted to the areas I was in, and I respected them, and they respected me. And that's why so many people
We heard you was in Newark for a little
deal
bit.
with me. I was in Newark for a little bit. I was a little bit ahead. I was a little bit ahead. I had no problem. I'll tell y'all a story. I remember one night I was with my cousin, and she moved in like a nice area. She was at the other side of Newark. So I'm thinking I'm good. It was a titty bar or something like that around the corner. Now, mind you, I'm away from Jersey City, so my life boring. I got nothing to do. So one night I'm like, yo, let me walk around there and see what the fuck is up. Little do I know, it was somebody flashing an infrared beam. I don't know if it was a gun.
Man.
I don't know what the fuck it was, but he flashed it by me. So I turned around and I looked. I said, man,
You saw who it was?
I just pulled out my knife. I ain't give a fuck what the fuck. I don't know what took over me. And I'm not trying to sound crazy or nothing like that. I'm just giving you an honest story. I don't know what took over me, but I took out my knife and I put it under my hat and I walked straight up to him. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck is good, bro? Oh, no, that was my little brother. And I just showed him the knife. This what could have happened. I didn't give a fuck what you had on you.
Well, we've been in situations walking from the studio.
Oh, yeah, when you
Hey,
pulled
all
out,
right,
yeah.
we
We ain't gonna
tell the
talk
whole
about
story,
that.
but
Well, not
was-
today.
But
We
people
was-
don't know. I'm a
we
whole
defended.
different. But I'm such a good person, man. In the name of Jesus, we ain't gonna talk about that. I don't even know
But you
why I
know you
told y'all
gotta
that story.
protect
I don't
your-
even know why that
but
came
you
out.
gotta protect your. But you see, that's the
It's a layer.
identity.
Those
That's
are
a
layers.
layer.
No, but you know what? They called my bluff, and I called his. It was a joke to call my bluff, but little did he know I was gonna turn around and walk up to him and pull that damn knife
this
out.
is the- this
with
is
no gun. And I don't know if he had a big gun scope. I didn't care. I'm like, why are you pointing that razor at me, nigga?
was
I'm trying to
ready
go
to
see
de-
some titties.
defend
Little
by
did
any
I know
means.
the reason he was trying to flag me down because the bar was closed. I'm like, he like red light, nigga. Don't go. It's closed.
All right, so we gon'
That's dope.
We
That's
gonna go to a
dope.
little commercial real quick.
I'm sorry. I'm
Let's
sorry,
get to
man.
some of your work.
And
Get some of
yeah,
his work.
show some of his work.
I shouldn't have went. I shouldn't have went.
And we'll.
Want to say anything to prep for like these music videos we're about to play?
Oh yeah.
Oh man, a lot of them probably like for the past couple of years or like recent, but just enjoy it. You know what I mean? I'm trying. I'm on my way back out. I'm trying my best. Thanks for these people for having me over.
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
my brother,
Thanks
my
for
other
man.
brother, Peace Kings. You know what I mean? We starting a nation of kings. King is a state of mind. You know what I mean? You shouldn't be ashamed to call another man a king. It's not a that you got to feel all mushy,
Yeah,
or
we all
weird,
kings
or weird
out here,
about.
man.
Because when
Let's level up.
you're encouraging a man, it's a reminder. Because sometimes as men we fall short. A woman can try to break you, or life can break you. Period. So it's coming from two different lanes for us. I know girls and women they have it bad, but so do us. So when you call a man a king, it's a reminder. It's like nigga, stand up. Bro.
Yeah, man.
Remember
Put your
when
crown.
we was
Fix your,
kids?
Put your
fix your
crown, man.
posture.
Put your crown
Fix
back
your
on.
posture, bro.
Yeah,
Fix your
exactly.
face, King.
Yeah.
Yo, so please like and subscribe, share on the LGND Filmworks YouTube channel right now.
And follow
Real
KD
talk.
Music.
And follow KD
Yeah,
Music.
yeah,
And
follow me,
Shop on
KD
Internet.
Music 2022 Instagram. You know what I mean?
And
Kendall
follow
Pleasant
me
on
too.
Facebook.
And follow Illmind Capsule.
I know how to pop lock. I don't know. Holla at y'all, man.
All right.
Let's play.
On the road to the rich, yeah. Cause it's a struggle in my city, gotta make all of my money off trapping. All trapping, all trapping, all trapping. All trapping on the road to the rich, yeah. Cause it's a struggle in my city, gotta make all of my money off trapping. All trapping, all trapping, all trapping. All trapping, you already know. Through the window, looking through the window, I can see the sun when it go down. I'm grinding, I'm grinding. Through the window, looking through the window, I can see the sun when it go down. I'm grinding, I'm grinding.
I'm tryna hop on the road and get money. I'm tryna live with the sun.
That shit Riri in the face, J-Lo in the waist. Girl, you got that thing can make her almost turn straight. Yeah, super soaker, and you got that wet like a lake. Do it big, so I gotta keep my faith. Girl, I know you for a long time. I've been there, my eyes on you. Yeah, but you looking for a boyfriend. Tell me what you wanna do. Cause girl, I could do better than your last man, than your last nigga. Better than your last man, than your last nigga.
In New York. Look like Miami in New York.
Hey, we're back.
We're back.
yeah.
Man, look at
KD
KD
music.
looking like Miami in New York.
They had me looking like the
They're
Coco
looking like
Bonga.
Florida in New York.
Yeah.
I look like the Coco Bonga out of there.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
So what can you tell us about
Oh, that
making
girl,
these
she was
videos?
pretty as hell.
Oh,
Oh,
damn.
damn.
I'm talking about the video, but you want to talk about the girl? Let's talk about the girl. Like,
Bro, this boy, I fell in love. I was looking in the eyes. I had to hide my shit behind the shades. 'Cause
Really?
I fell in love with her a little bit. Yeah, I definitely did. I ain't
you,
gonna lie.
you ain't holler at her?
Nah. I was intimidated. I ain't
You was
gonna lie.
intimidated.
I
What
was.
was
She had
intimidating?
power. Some women come with power, man.
you
And I wanted
mean,
the smoothest.
bro?
I wanted the smoothest thing since baby skin. You feel me?
She probably was
I am.
waiting. She probably was waiting for you to.
But
to
I
say
was
something.
intimidated, bro. She had power. She had too much power with her.
You ain't have no new layer to put on real quick.
Nah. I done left the other jackets on.
He didn't want to get robbed out there.
I didn't want to get robbed out there.
It's
She
all
would
good.
have took my heart and ran with it.
It
You know what I
happens.
mean? I was
It
like,
happens sometimes.
Yeah, real talk.
Yeah.
To
yeah,
the most
man.
powerful ones, bro.
So what's in the future of your music? Like where?
Oh man, it'll be honest. I just want people to hear me. I don't really. I feel like I'm cheating my friends and my people by not even just doing music. Period, just to put it out there. I got a lot of people in Jersey City that just they want to get on, but at the end of the day, they doing it because they just love doing it. They love for people to hear it, and I used to be like that. Sometimes I get mad at myself, like, damn, K, where you at, bro? You used to just love people to hear you. I never was afraid to sing in front of people out loud. Never was afraid to do this, and I feel like something probably took over me that don't want me to be myself, or maybe
So
do
what-
want me to
Now,
be
we
myself.
talk. Hold on. We
You know
talk
what I'm
about
saying?
this all the time, me and you, right? So, would you say that the artistry part is easy for some, the creativity part is easy for some,
Yeah.
but the other side of the coin is that they may be so humble because they are creative and artistic that they're unable to break into that mode where it turns something that they love into
Back to hunger.
So let
a
me.
thing that you can earn from. You know, and
I think I stopped looking at it like that. Like you said, because I became so humble and wanted to just help people and just do it.
Yeah.
I think I stopped looking at it as a business. But when I seen that freestyle with Cameron the other day, how he was talking about how we use what we have to get out the hood. I'm like, yeah, that's a reminder right there. I used to feel just like that. Like I used to be hyped just like that when I went to the studio.
But
So like you
At
said,
what
about get back to
age-
yourself.
At what
man.
age did you?
Oh, when I was 16, 17, I was hot. I was hanging out with Tretch from Naughty by Nature. I was going to clubs with these people. I was in
but
VIP.
at what age did you? At what age did you stop feeling that? That you know, that energy.
Well, I lost my passion.
Yeah.
Because I can't be putting too much out there in the air.
Well, just
But it was
the
a s-
age, just the era.
I became a man too early. We ain't gonna put the
How
whole
many years ago?
we ain't gonna put the whole situation
Okay.
out. I think around like 21,
So
22.
something happened.
Something happened where the point I had to become a man for someone else. You know what I'm saying? For
So you
a younger,
put-
yeah,
so-
whatever
so
the
you
case may
put-
be.
You put.
So I put a lot of stuff on hold because I had to change my mindset. I stopped going to clubs, and there's people that can contest or witness to this. I stopped doing a little bit of everything just
So it's not that you
to
lost
be a
the
grown
passion.
man.
So it's not that you lost a passion. It's that you made a choice. Of
I made a
responsibility.
sacrifice. I
You
made a sacrifice. I made a sacrifice.
You chose.
And then every
to-
time I tried to go back to it, it was just like, oh, you need money for this or the support with the chat. You understand all the stuff
so,
behind it.
So basically, life happened.
Yeah, life happened.
Yeah.
Life happened. But I know I can still probably come out right now and come out with a single or something like
Nah,
that. just to
probably
pop.
can't.
Nah, you
Oh, I
can.
could. I know
You
I could.
can.
I know I could.
You
I
just
know I
got-
could.
you just got-
Because you know what? You're wiser.
Yeah.
You put on those jackets, those coats,
Mm-hmm.
those layers, and now you are able to understand what each individual layer means to you.
Yeah.
Forget what it means to somebody else, because when somebody else sees a layer, they may be repelled or they may
I
be
won't,
magnified.
and let me say this too. I won't just blame it on that one situation because I felt like at a child I was already broken from the door. My mom put me out when I was young. You know what I mean? She had a problem with something that I said because she felt like I told business that I probably shouldn't have told, and since then it's been like a downhill road from there. Maybe she had so much trust and belief in me, she didn't think I would ever like let it out, but I let it out to help her. I was so young and above my age.
You thought.
I knew what was going on. So when I said it, it was to help, to change what you were doing.
The
And you took
healing.
That was your perception.
But that was
in
the
your
healing
mind.
process
yeah,
for you
to
and
get you
mine.
out of it.
Yeah.
To get
Yeah,
you out
yeah,
of it.
yeah.
And you took it the wrong way. And bro, I was homeless at 17. I'm walking around 5 o'clock in the morning not knowing where to go. I used to go to building hallways and go to the roof and sit by the stairs so nobody see me when they came out in the morning. Like sleeping with my head in my lap. I remember one time I found my cousin's backyard and I slept in a chair and I woke up to a fucking possum right next to my foot, bro. Like I've been in situations people don't even believe or don't even know. And some people know. Some people know like, yo, K, where you gonna go tonight? You know what I mean? I know how that feel when my friend look at me and like, yo, K, where you gonna go tonight?
Wow.
You know how that fucking felt like for years. Like you know how
why
that
you gotta check
You know
on
how
your
that, and people
friends,
wonder
man.
why, like, yo, why he's so talented, he got so much going on, but it's so hard for him to succeed because I've been broken since young, bro. The fact that I'm still a king right now, the fact that I ain't killed nobody, the fact that I ain't in jail for a whole bunch of years.
Salute, man.
The fact that I still choose a job, over hustling is what's make me a king. Because I feel like a lot of people ask that question, yo, how is he a king? He don't dress fly, or he don't got no car, he don't have this.
You know how hard it is.
Everything about me make
you
me
know
a king,
how
king.
hard and then it's easy to suppress that energy at the same time.
Nah, real talk. But
It's hard, but it's easy at the same time.
Shad knows some, but he don't know everything. It's been a journey for my life, bro. And I get mad at myself because I'm like, yo, okay, you really that nigga, you really so fucking talented. What is holding you back? And it's a deep depression. It's a deep depression that stemmed from everything I went through. Like Shah said, the jackets. I got a lot of them. Nigga. I got like 100 of them. My back ain't really this big, King. Understand me. My back ain't really this big. It's the jackets.
Woo.
I call them wings though, because God done made me an angel. With a devil mind state.
And I
You
also-
understand what I'm saying.
I get
Understand
what
what I'm
you're
saying by that. I am an angel. All my intentions are good, but don't piss me. You know what I'm saying?
I get
With
you.
a devil, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
we get you.
Because you need to survive.
But you see, that's a duality. You see, that's where you have. This is where you have to balance, learn to balance the duality, and part of balancing the duality is learning to take it's okay to take off those layers.
Yeah, real talk. Real
and
talk.
get back to you really want to be an angel. You really want to feel what it feels like to be an angel?
It ain't. It's not a
He
choice.
didn't say that.
no,
He
no,
said,
I'm not
he said
saying
he is an angel.
No, I got you. It's not a choice.
But I know, but to
When you
really,
born- when you
but
born
watch this
in
though.
it-
But watch this. To really experience that, imagine taking off all the layers, even to your identity of where you was. Oh, I'm 1 year old. I'm a boy. Who was you before you chose that identity?
Someone,
I mean,
someone who was unlearned.
Unlearned. Who? Watch this.
So
Hold on,
innocent,
hold on. Let me quote on this. 'Cause there's a lot of speculation. People think I don't be hearing what they be saying in the streets, but there's a lot of speculation about the fact that I like to wear black. Now, say I am an angel. Now, the fact that I would like to wear black, do that make me a demon?
Ooh.
Black is fucking sexy. Can you imagine if I walked around with all white?
I love to wear all black. I
motherfucking
love to wear
day?
all black.
I love black.
Can
There's some
but
seasons I wear all
understand what I'm
black.
saying though. Understand what I'm saying. Can you imagine if I walked around with white all the time? I got a Tommy Hilfiger jacket with white sleeves. They're already dirty.
Right.
They're already dirty. That's why I chose the color black. Yeah, maybe it is a little bad about me. You never know. don't count.
But let me say something about the color.
Don't count on it. You know what I
For
mean?
you, right? Black is the conglomeration of all colors.
It's sexy, bro.
White.
Not,
All these celebrities are wearing
what's that?
black
What's,
because it's
what did Nina?
White is an
What did
open
Nina Simone?
canvas.
What did Nina Simone sing?
What?
Was it black is the? Was that her? What black is the color of my love? That jazz song?
Yeah, Black Hearts.
Nina Simone.
Why do bigger
Black
people wear black?
is
It's slimming.
That's right.
Black helps people out.
Right.
Yo,
Thank you.
black is good, man.
And we're not talking about skin. We're talking about clothes. We're talking about the color black. We're talking about what
I
you
love
wear.
black.
What?
I love black. I stand out in black. You know, I just look cool in black. You know, I look dapper Dan. You know?
I don't know when I put it on everybody, even if I would say I was a superhero, say I had powers, say I did have powers. Every superhero got a
suit, the
got a
outfit.
suit.
Yeah.
When I put on black, I just feel like butter. Or when I put on a pair of shades, I just feel like
That's his layer.
you just never
He like
know
that
what you-
black, he like that
you never-
black layer. He like
I
that
could-
black
I could
identity.
dance. It's like
He
everything
that-
I do is just
basically
like-
he's saying he likes to be black. He like that black identity.
No, I love to be
I
black.
love
You
to be black too.
real talk.
I love it.
But black, the color,
It's just
it's
smooth.
It's something that
It
pops.
If a person is walking down the street with a black hoodie on and a black hat, you get scared of them.
Yeah.
Like you like this nigga about to rob me.
But why is that?
But when a person come with just a nice black outfit to a bar or a club or anything, it just look like a powerful person.
But why is that? The point that you made about the black.
The black
hoodie.
is scary.
But why? Why?
Cause like when the room is dark, that's pitch black. That's scary.
So you
So
say-
it's from a child.
But it has power.
We've been convinced
we
that
know, we know it has power.
yeah, it does.
Right?
It has presence.
But-
Let's change the P
So
word.
how about a white
It
hoodie?
has presence.
You never
A
been-
white hoodie.
it
A
does
white
that
hoodie had
all.
presence too, though.
You never had. Yeah, they got a lot of presents.
Oh, you talking about like the cake? Talking about the cake?
Right.
That's a whole. That's not a hoodie. That's an outfit.
All right,
That's a whole roll.
All right, we be on time real quick, but before we get out of here, I mean, we need you to bless us with.
This is what I do to get you in the mood. Yeah. I'm bullshit.
Hey.
I ain't even say nothing, but I mean, no. Now that I heard that, now that I heard that, I'm sure there's some ladies on the chat that
That's for
are.
the ladies.
There's definitely more
that
weed
actually-
left. I'm about to enjoy that.
You know, they want to hear more, right, Keon? I think, yeah.
We gonna put a beat on or something? Come on, let's have fun
let's
real
find a
quick,
beat.
man.
Let's find a beat real quick.
Uno, dos, tres. You know what I mean? A, B, C, D,
Let's see
E,
if we
F,
can
G.
find a beat
Get
on
your black kids
Spotify.
off.
You know,
Now smooth.
we're on tight on time, but
My
the
phone's so
homie
lit up. My
requested
shit
for a
probably
beat.
died.
He want to bless y'all with something, so we're gonna go on Spotify.
I haven't rapped in a
instrumentals.
while, so I'm gonna try it. But
Let's see.
if it's trash, y'all just hit the buzzer. You know what I mean?
Chill instrumentals,
Something real
90s
smooth. Yeah,
best
you know?
raps, R&B instrumentals.
Yeah, it could be any. Yeah, it could be something like that. It could be. Oh man, I'm on the spot now. Ooh yeah.
Maximum volume.
Ooh yeah. Hurt your toe, hurt. Hurt your toe, hurt.
Oh, don't hurt
On the edge of the bed, on the edge of the bed.
Don't hurt you.
Why you turn the light off? I was gonna make a sandwich after sex.
Hey.
She turned the light off. I didn't even know the edge of the bed was there. Oh, why she turned the light off? Never made the sandwich, I was mad. Right, that's it. Now put a beat on, man. We're gonna spit something, man.
Yo, man. Spencer, you can't be interrupting the session, man. All right, not you. All right. Best rap, hip hop.
I was hoping she knew it. I could tell when she opened.
I don't know.
This is a poem by Maya Angelou.
We just having fun. The show is done, but we just having fun right now. This is how we ending it out.
Damn.
I don't like that. It's kind of dark.
Yeah.
I've been waiting. Ooh. Ooh, oh, oh. Ooh. Run it up. Going like, ooh. Ooh. Got it. Get it. They say I'm living terrific. Mommy, she told me I'm different. Chinese bitch told you just. Weedy was on my sister.
Right.
They want to see me in prison.
Nah.
No. Why you be hitting my dish? Girl, I knew you was a pitch. I made a different decision. They love the way that I'm living. They love the way that I'm giving. They love the way that I'm spending. Y'all love the way that I'm different.
KG.
Keep it at hyper. Mad cause I don't want a wife. Conversation that I had, I never really liked it. All of her friends, they be trying to hype her. I was never trying to wife her. No. Seen a God, seen a one. Looking at, fell on. Could I find it? Can I find it? I just be chasing them, moving them, giving the thing and the thing and the thing and the thing and they see what I'm saying. I'm off of the top and I'm crazy.
Hey.
Shorty just wanna be
exclusive, KD.
KD in the building. On the Ill Mind Capsule.
She said they like it like fuck it. That's the way that I live. Conversation I'ma give, things I'm gonna do. I ain't have a kid. I was just smoking cigs, trying to handle biz. This is what it is. Got the coke in the fridge, trying to keep it freeze. Feeling like body smelling like Febreze.
Hey.
Nah.
Okay.
Stop, man. I'm bullshit.
So yeah, man. That's
That wasn't nothing. That wasn't a good freestyle.
What you mean? That was nice, man.
It's on the spot.
That was a nice little warm up, you know.
It was alright.
See, you almost like them other shows where they did it 5 or 6 takes. That was real.
That was off the top.
It was
He's a comedian too.
It was hard for me to get that out. You know,
I kind of saw
the fact that I did it, it feels good.
It was like you was riding in between the beat because you wasn't even sure if the beat was gonna come back. I mean,
it wasn't a beat to like spit.
Yeah, it was just to play around with. Yeah,
I wanted to enjoy it. I enjoyed it.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
we're glad we had you up here, man.
Thanks,
glad you
I'm
came
glad
through.
y'all had me. You know what I mean? I've never been on a podcast before. This is my first podcast.
Listen, man. This is not even looking like a podcast right now. It's looking like a TV show.
Right now, it look like a movie.
It's looking like a movie.
We need an Oscar.
Making a movie.
And not the motherfucker from Sesame Street.
It might look like the next. It might look like the next BET MTV show.
Real talk.
You know, so.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's more weed. Yeah.
Make sure y'all go subscribe to KD Music on Instagram. Where else can they find your music?
I don't know. Not nowhere.
Not nowhere yet.
We're working on it. YouTube. We got a couple videos up there.
Oh yeah, YouTube. He got a couple videos. Yeah.
I'm just getting started. I'm sorry. I don't got a whole bunch of outlets and platforms and stuff like that. I can do that.
But we working.
We working on it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Stay
all
tuned.
the people that's going through depression,
Stay tuned. We're gonna hold them accountable. We're gonna hold them accountable to that. We're gonna make sure.
I'm gonna do it for y'all.
Yeah, we're gonna make sure next time he come back up here, he got his website. He got some links where y'all can find some music. Got some merchandise. you know, all of that he could plug.
Next time I come up here, the astronaut's gonna have my shit on their MP3. You understand what I'm saying?
Jeez.
All the way up there.
On the way to Mars.
Thanks for the bars, man.
So anyhow, we out of here. We out of
We
here.
out of here. We'll see you later.
Peace.
Music for yourself. It gets better every time you're around. It gets better every time you're around. It gets better every time you're around. Every time. It gets better. Your love makes me want so much more.